Hey Paul, welcome back. I do a lot of videos. As many people know, I have a large YouTube section, and one of my favorite subjects is meditation, inner concentration, and knowing oneself, and so on. And I'm reminded of a story I heard long ago that demonstrates how useful it is to know who we really are. And the story goes like this. There's a lion, a baby lion, that had been adopted at infancy. The mother died, and it was adopted by a small herd of sheep. And many people know that animals can bond very easily when they're young, and so this lion felt comfortable with the attention of the sheep and so on, and joined their flock, and lived for a while. And at some point, there was a lion that came and observed this from the woods. He saw these sheep out there grazing, and he said, "Holy cow, there's a lion out there. What's it doing out there? You know, hanging out with the sheep." So he frightened off all the sheep, and the lion started to run as well. So the lion that was observing caught up to it and said, "Hey, what's going on? Okay, you look like me. You're not a sheep. What's going on? How come you're with these sheep?" And the lion was, of course, very confused. Well, this is all I've known. They've been taking care of me. And I learned their habits, and I eat grass, and we graze, and this is what we do. Well, the lion said, "Well, holy cow, you know, you have to check this out. So come with me." They went down to a stream, or a pond rather. He said, "Okay, look down in there, look at your face. Don't you look like me? You're a lion, you're not a sheep." And so then finally he understood. Now this is a simple parable about our own awareness of ourself, that we're a lot more than we imagine. So next time you take a look at yourself in the mirror, you say, well, you know, I'm not just this body. If I close my eyes, if my body gets incapacitated, I still have something inside me, the awareness. I'm not just my body, I'm not just my thoughts, because when my thoughts start thinking, I'm still aware. So, knowing who we are is really, really important, because it gives us a clue to what our real capacity is. And a lot of teachers have come on this planet that we have been able to benefit from, that tell us, look, you're a lot more, we are a lot more than appearances. It's an important fact. Now, what does that mean? Now, there are ways to meditate and practice and know who we are, and know our own capabilities. Our heart is capable of expanding and receiving tremendous amount of affection and love and joy. Our brain has an amazing capacity to perceive and to digest information and to memorize things and to accomplish things. Our hands, our legs, our whole body. But we have a spirit inside of us that is beyond the thoughts, beyond the body. And that is addressed and experienced through a process of inner concentration and meditation. I have my own teacher for that many people know about, but I practice meditation to know more about what I am as a being. Now, when we understand more who we are, then we can start looking at other human beings and realize that if I'm a lot bigger than I appear, or that I've thought of myself, that other people are also much greater than our concepts and imagination. When you look at a human being, another human being, in some countries they have a really nice policy that you meet another human being and you go, namaste, or to acknowledge the infinite and the divine in another person. When you acknowledge that in another human being, you participate in that of your own being. By being humble and gracious, we experience our own divinity and spirit, a spirit of unity. And if you read through ancient stories and histories, there's many, many examples of human beings who realized many of the infinite potentials that human beings have. You take someone like Leonardo da Vinci, for example, and there are many, 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 many others, current and old, but there's people who actively experience and embody and manifest immense amount of potential. And it doesn't have to be painting, engineering, art, music, math, many other types of subjects that people can specialize in. But to specialize, you might say, or to focus on just being a human being, to be aware of how much of all those millions and billions and trillions of atoms that are in our body, incredible amount of potential, incredible amount of energy, electricity, geometry, flow, thermal energy, all kinds of amazing things and perceptions that our eyes are just foreseeing the physical objects that the eyes can see, but we have an inner perception, an inner awareness that can see, perceive in the realm of the inner light, the inner energy, the streams of energy that are allowing us to exist, sustaining us. So the next time you look in the mirror, you say, holy cow, there's a 24/7 miracles keeping that thing alive, making that thing happen, which is you. And by getting away from just an awareness of ourselves as just a body, something so limited, and starting to see where we really are composed of energy. We're composed just of a whole bunch of energy fields in cooperation and synchronization. And when we tune our attention into it as well, the body's going on by itself because of the grace, but when we put our attention on that and realize, you know, it gets really, really exciting. Because then you realize, holy cow, I can do something with this life that's fantastic. And because of the YouTube minute here, limit here, I have to close and go on to another segment. But watch some of my other sections on human potential, concentration, meditation, and thanks for watching.